Oh, goodness me. Oh, ow, ow, fucking hell. That chair's in the wrong place. You're not supposed to be there, chair. You're supposed to be there. And the reason you're supposed to be there is when you're there, I don't clout my knee when I sit down. Candle's in the wrong place. Are you in the right place? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think you'll do. You'll do. Oh, my bloody knee. Ouch. Right, let's try again. See, much better. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Tuesday Night Live. I have just walked in through the door. I was very late getting back from work, and I am running on absolute fumes. I struggle to keep my eyes open on the drive home. I am knackered beyond words and belief, and all I really want to do is to crawl into bed, anywhere, and sleep for about 24 hours would be good. But I wasn't going to miss this, was I, darlings? Oh no. And you can bet your bottom dollar I get a second wind at after a glass of wine or two, and I'll carry on until midnight at the very least. Probably not after midnight, not tonight, to be fair. But I wasn't going to miss out on this hour with you. I've been really looking forward to catching up with you properly, intimately, in a horizontal sense, when it's just you and me, a proper meeting of the inner scrotum. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be lots to talk about. Blimey. So I hope you've had a fabulous couple of days, a good beginning to the week. I'd love to hear all about it, and I'm looking forward to catching up with you all. And thank you for sharing the last couple of days with me, and indeed with Emma. We massively appreciate it. It really, really, really wouldn't have been the same without you. Genuinely, it wouldn't have. That's why we plagued you with live streams, even though we were on our hollybobs, because without you guys, a lot of the joy wouldn't have been there. So there we go. Now let's get on to the important bit and dive into the massages. Jimmy the Mighty Quinn is first cup of throwing tonight. Good evening, Boaty and all. Good evening to you. Stratospherian is here. Good evening to Boaty and all. Thank you, Stratospherian. Very good evening to you. The lovely Peter P is here and echoes the same sentiments, bidding me and everybody else a good evening. Excuse me. That is water, darlings. Don't worry. I'll be doing a Jesus Christ. And God, I'm struggling to keep my eyes open. I'm absolutely. Maybe I need a glass of wine sooner rather than later. It'll either just completely send me to sleep or it'll perk me up a bit. Hopefully the former rather than the latter. Anyway, we've said good evening to the lovely Peter P. Disintegrating Wine Bird is here. Or was here. Good evening, all, and good evening, Boaty. Well, good evening, Emma. Miss you lots until I see you again in a few days' time. Back at you. Oh dear, my train is delayed, so I'm not going to be home until almost 1 a.m., I think. Thanks again for a fab few days. Oh no, and it had all gone so perfectly this time. Oh, bugger me, and then you get hit with a delay. Oh, sorry about that, pet. Hopefully you can just get through it, get home, get little Lemon safely tucked up, and then you can just zonk for as long as you need to zonk. I intend on zonking tomorrow, God knows. Both Emma and I are somewhat sleep deprived. Simone is here. How do? Hello, Simone. Matron's here. Evening all. Hope everyone's doing okay. Lord Stiff Upper Lip is with us, which is rather lovely. Holly's here. Hello, Holly. Andrew Buttygee, over Spotty Butty, of course. He's in our midst. Marvellous. Oh, this is super. Meet the boys because the gang are here. No, that's wrong. It's meet the gang because the boys are here, isn't it? The boys to entertain you. Alan is here, the lovely Alan Simpson. Evening, fellow live streamers. Good evening, Alan. What about that bloody blue plate then, eh? 73 quid. Sod in hell. Sod in hell. I was umming and ahhing whether to go to 30 quid on that. What a joke that would have been. I mean, as it happens, I haven't got 30 quid to go to anyway, so it was a theoretical umming and ahhing, but blimey, 73 quid. And Barry or Karen or Caspar are with us. That guy from SETI Alpha 5, anyway. Hello, all. Hello to you. And then we're talking about the scaffold because Lord Stiff Upper Lip was knocking out the lyrics to Lily the Pink. And somebody said, I saw it. Oh, Jimmy said, I saw the scaffold live who sung Lily the Pink. Now, the scaffold, one of them, whether it was a lead singer or not, was Paul McCartney's brother, wasn't he? Or isn't he? I don't know if he's still with us. Oh, it was Mike McCartney was lead singer of the Scaffold. Says that. Oh yeah. So see, I told you it was Paul McCartney's sister. I know these things. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
All right, sir.
Good.
So, are you pleased to be back home? It's always nice after a good holiday away, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so tired, mate. So tired.
I feel sorry for the little Emma there with the little.
Oh yeah, that's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bugger.
But I've got my little nephew when he's around that age. He needs to sleep, but otherwise you've got to carry him everywhere and that.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it's going to come to.
Hopefully she can get a taxi the other end anyway.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I know you don't have the money sometimes, but when they're asleep, you've got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Find money from somewhere.
It's a shame, isn't it? It's a bit of a rotten end to a fabulous couple of days, but there you go. What can you do? What can you do? Get home safely, get tucked up in bed, and just take as long as you need to recover from it.
At least next time, is it? But next time the little lamb comes, or is it the time after that?
Next time what?
Is it next time you see him with the little man come, or is it time after that?
Time after that.
Well, at least the time after that, she'll have the little man with her.
Yeah.
Which will be easier.
Yeah, that's true.
And he'll be yours. You're loving the sheep.
Yeah. Oh God.
How did the rock car run anyway?
Oh, like a dream. Absolutely perfectly. I filled it up before going to work, so I'll have the economy figures after the stream if I can stay awake long enough to put them into the app. They'll be in a video anyway. But no, it was absolutely perfect. Touch wood. Didn't turn a head. It was just wonderful.
That's what you want, especially with an old car.
Yeah.
Diesels run forever though.
Yeah, and the LCD
you give me a good one, it does them better.
Seems to be a good one. So yeah, touch wood, everything's wonderful. And of course, it was a lot cleaner after I had to spend that 3 hours on it on Sunday morning. But no, it's brilliant. And the new wipers are fantastic.
Wow, that's good news.
Yeah, it's all good. It was a fab couple of days. Everything, like the time before, everything just kind of worked out perfectly for us.
The weather was nice for the change.
Yeah, well, the weather forecast, all the way up to the day itself, the weather forecast had said it was going to be unrelenting rain all day, all evening, and all the next day. So
I was at the caravan on Saturday. It was lovely. It was supposed to be raining.
Yeah. So we got wet walking into town Monday evening, but you saw the live stream at lunchtime. It was glorious up to Great Orme, and it was amazing again this morning.
I did. I missed it, and then I noticed it was on, so I watched it.
Oh, okay.
It was a bit windy, but otherwise it looked a really nice day.
It was lovely. It was stunning.
It looked really nice.
It was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. It was, that was our favourite part of the day, probably. Those couple of hours we spent up on the terrace there. Fabulous.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, how was your breakfast?
Beautiful.
Where did you end up going?
Place called Carver. A lot of people recommended it. And we couldn't have chosen better. It was a fabulous breakfast, Turkish place actually. But they did full English breakfast, beautiful coffee. It was blazing sunshine, so we sat outside.
Yeah, because usually the problem, the coffee's crap.
Oh no, the coffee was amazing. I mean, you're never going to get bad coffee in a Turkish place, are you? They cared about their coffee.
Is the London bar still there?
Is the what?
The London bar still in Ireland, doesn't it?
Oh, I haven't got a clue. No idea.
Up the top by where you went?
I don't remember seeing it.
I haven't been up the top for a few years.
No, I don't remember seeing it, but I honestly don't know, mate. Honestly don't know. But yeah, breakfast was amazing. We didn't really do anything else. We just sat there for a couple of hours and just people watched and had our breakfast and watched the world go by and soaked up the sun. It was perfect. It was lovely.
Did you manage to get out the accommodation on time?
Yes. Bloody hell.
I always panic when I'm stopping in a rented caravan or whatever I'm stopping, or a hotel, in case I don't leave on time.
I'll tell you what, we had to be out by 10 o'clock. And Emma had previously asked if there was any chance of a delayed checkout, and they said no, because we've got to get in, got to clean it. So we had to leave at 10. At 4 minutes to 10, the cleaners pulled up outside, got out of their van, and stood outside the front door waiting for us to come out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a good job we weren't late. So, yeah, we got out about 1 minute to 10. We did. It was a bit last minute-y, but, you know, we had a late night, didn't we?
Did you park far from the accommodation?
No, right outside.
Oh, that's perfect.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that aspect.
Also, as a what was I going to say? Sophie and Neil would like to know, are the beds still okay in accommodation?
Yeah, beds were fine. Accommodation was lovely.
I was going to say, because they broke the beds in the accommodation.
Oh, no, different place.
Oh, that's good.
Different place. This was a Victorian place, beautiful, massive high ceilings. Emma had twin beds and an ensuite. I had a nice double, 3 bathrooms in the place.
I've never, to be honest, I've never stopped in like what you've stopped. They're only recently. You've only heard about them in the last 4 or 5 years, haven't you?
I suppose so. Yeah, I'd never done it before.
Usually it was B&B or a hotel.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was a new thing to me, but it was a lovely house, very nice.
I'll have to look at it when I go away sometime like
that. We discussed it on the video. If there's a few of you, then it can make sense. And if you're not, and if you're there for a while, so you want to be cooking at home and saving money that way. If it's just 1 or 2 of you and it's an overnight, then unless it's high season like it was for us, you're probably better off in a hotel. But for a family or a group or whatever, then it's great because you can treat it like at home. You know, you've got a washing machine, you've got a kitchen, you've got bathrooms. It's like home from home, isn't it?
What you wanted it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll let you have a good evening. What's left of it? Anyway, you are a wanker, sir.
Thank you, mate.
Mrs. Titties, and I hope she gets home safe and the little man's not too.
That's.
I know he's going to be tired.
That's kind of you. That's kind of you. We both missed you last night. Wasn't quite the same without hearing your voice.
No problem. It was funny when she was ripping me then.
Yeah, that was funny. All right, mate.
Anyway, all right. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye-bye. Have a good night. I think on that note, I think I'll have a glass of wine, darlings. You'll excuse me, won't you? I need something to perk me up, otherwise I'm just going to sit there and fall asleep. Oh, excuse me. The water's not irking me. Oh, God, I've got hiccups now. Oh, that's not fair. I shouldn't have hiccups when I haven't even had a drop of wine yet. Go on, darlings. Let's have a good slurp, shall we? See if that helps. Won't hurt anyway, will it? Oh, well, I'm up. Let me show you these. Oh, I think I spoke about these on the live stream. I can't remember a lot of the live stream. I was very tired, but I haven't shown them yet. That one and that one. Freaking out magnets for my memories board in my little office space. There we go. So they'll be going upstairs in due course. Oh no, I can't get them back in the bag. I'm too tired. Nothing's working. Ah, there we are. Right, back to the old comments. Oh, let's have a slurp of wine. Let's have a slurp of wine. Oh, I was ready for that. I was ready for that. All right, we've just got Baz tonight out of the Casbah. Well, good evening, just Barry then. Alan Little Chef Simpson. That talk about the font of all knowledge. Talk about the font of all knowledge. I like that. Hi, Alan Little Chef Simpson. Yeah, we should call him Little Chef, shouldn't we? Little Chefy. But I'm absolutely every bit as nerdy as you are about it all, and I'm going to get a lot worse. I'm going to get a lot worse. It's fascinating looking at the chronology of the plates and whatnot. And I think I'm settled on where the plate is going to go. It's going to go on that wall, so directly behind you. I need to find where to buy some of those springy things that clip onto the four sides of the plate, and then you can hang it on the wall. I'll have to knock a nail in or something. But that's where it's going to go, at the head of the table, just behind the camera there. Where did I get to? Oh, lots of people. I didn't sit on my thing. I banged my knee on this chair, which was in the wrong place. Hurt my knee, I did. Everybody saying hello to each other. Oh, Bad Books is with us. That's lovely. Good evening. Good evening to you, sir. Oh, and Trisha's here. Hello, Trisha. Oh, she's fabulous. All the gang are here. And Neil. Lovely Neil is here. Hello, one and all. How are we tonight? Hope everyone had a wonderful day. I've had a jump-packed day at work, and he's very sleepy, but we are here. Well, I'm with you, Neil. I am sleepy beyond words, but I'm here, just about. Only just. In body, if not in spirit. Oh, Peter P. Peter P. Get a second win when the fridge opens, says Alan Simpson. Yeah. Peter P says, I hear you're a fecker upper now, Fazer. Yeah, it was a bit of a mad live stream last night. And the madness didn't end there. Wait until you see the video, darlings. All I can tell you that is there's some hot, naked bedroom action that's going to be in the video. In two videos. There's going to be some in mine and there's going to be some in Emma's. So you have been warned. Can't say too much. I've said too much already. Yeah, that was, I don't remember a lot of last night's live stream. I wasn't drunk. Well, no more drunk than usual. I was just really, really tired. It was about, I think it was about 3:30 before we went to bed, something like that. Crazy. And then had to be up at the crack of dawn. We certainly shouldn't have been buggering about filming after the live stream. We'd both had a drink. It was very late at night. That was probably unwise, but quite amusing. Hope you're amused by it. God knows when the videos are going to come out, by the way. I'm going to try and get mine out tomorrow, but I've got no idea what time I'm going to wake up. I've got no idea what state I'm going to be in. I've not planned anything for tomorrow. It's just going to be I think I've got to put the bin out, and that's about it. Other than that, it's going to be a total recovery day. I haven't even planned lunch. I don't think I've got anything in. I tell you what, I might end up having for lunch, darlings. I might have a chip butty with some of that posh chipotle ketchup that I got for Emma. Not necessarily out of choice, just I don't think there is much else. Although God knows I've had enough chips, haven't I? Oh, I tell you what, I could have an emergency Fro Bentos pie for lunch tomorrow, couldn't I? Just the pie, nothing else. That's quite appealing. Yeah, but I'm going to try and get like Monday's daily diary done. That's going to be the video. It was supposed to be episode 4 of the Welsh thing. I didn't do anything that we were supposed to do. I was supposed to be laying down the narrative and all of that, and it was supposed to be episode 4. It was supposed to be the episode that episode 3 should have been. So I was supposed to be explaining why episode 3 ended up the way it did. And this is episode 4, and this is what I meant to do last time, but we were having too much fun. But sod to law, as we were explaining to the lovely Casey in the restaurant last night, and it was lovely that she popped into the live stream, our wonderful waitress. As we were explaining to her, we fucked it up again. That was supposed to be, we didn't film episode 4 at all. We just had a laugh in Slan, didn't we? So that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be a daily diary type video of us having a laugh in Slan, didn't it? And it's going to end in a very odd way. But be good fun, hopefully. I haven't even started to look at the footage, the old Nicki Minaj. I haven't got a clue, so God only knows what it's going to end up being like. But I'll try and get it out tomorrow for you. Failing that, I'm sure I can definitely get it out for Thursday, Mrs. Oh, I can definitely get it out for Thursday. Andrew, who's gonna? Yeah, I was a bit off. Yeah, yesterday was just a bit of a weird and crazy day. God knows what the live stream was like. I think I wasn't there for a lot of it. I was out on the balcony smoking. How was breakfast, Boaty? Asked Jimmy Quinn. Oh, it was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. There's footage. There's Nicki Minaj from breakfast. There's a picture of the breakfast in the Facebook group, Boaty's World on Facebook. If you're not a member, why aren't you? Well, maybe you don't use Facebook. Is that a watergasm, says Alan? Kind of, yeah. Oh, John Stoodley is with us. Hey, Boaty, hey, chat. Hope all are okay tonight. Don't forget to like, commands Jimmy Quinn. And, I would be very grateful for those likes. It would help with the old algorithm. There are 38 of you watching, and only 13 of you have tickled that like button. So as a bit of community togetherness and fun, and as a huge favour to me, let's all press that like button, shall we? Oh, somebody's just done it. It's gone up to 14. Wonderful. So 3, 2, 1, press the like button. Thank you so much. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. Greetings, honourable community. I forgot to do that at the beginning. Sorry, I forgot my own name. I'm so bloody tired. So yeah, that's it. Tickle that like button. There's good people. Thank you. I'm very grateful. Sophie's with us, I think. Yes, she is. Hello, Sophie. Correct, Barry. Oh, and Matron says, greetings, honourable community. Just a reminder for you, Boaty. Yeah, well, I remember just before I read that. Everybody's doing Windsor Davis impressions now, quite right. Meet the gang, 'cause the boys are here. The boys to entertain you. With music and laughter to help you on your way. Something and something with a hey, hey, hey. Shut up. Oh dear. How sad. Never mind. John says, I put on my channel today in the community section one of my visits to the Art of Dreams. As most of you know, I feel honoured to have gone there. Oh, well, we were honoured to have you, John. We were honoured to have you. There will be other blue plates, Boaty, says Alan. I think prices are strong just now as there's not a lot on eBay. Usually there's a few more, which stops prices becoming too silly. 22-hour holiday, says Andrew. Yeah. Well, if one came up at a reasonable price, I'd buy it. I would also very gladly buy an ashtray, but I'm not paying 30 quid for a piss and ash for a bloody ashtray. That I would love one though. My current mission, because breakfast today was just the most fabulous experience. It wasn't the breakfast itself, although that was perfectly okay. Perfectly cooked, nicely presented, exactly what we asked for. It was lovely. Service was amazing. And unlike the fucking loaf, then without even asking, they just did really nice things for us. Like your breakfast includes tea or coffee. But we hadn't ordered breakfast or anything. We just rocked up there. We'd rushed out of the Airbnb. Emma was filming something and I was desperate for coffee. So when the beautiful, lovely, God, the waiting staff that we encountered in Llandudno were amazing. The breakfast waitress was a joy, like Casey was last night. And I said, oh, please, coffee. And I shouted across to Emma, what do you want to drink? And she ended up with freshly squeezed pineapple juice or something. And I had another coffee and whatnot. And when the bill came, that was it. We were just charged for 2 breakfasts. The drinks had just been included because breakfast includes tea or coffee. So Emma had a juice. They just used that. And we got exactly the breakfast that we wanted, unlike the loaf, which everybody said we should go to, where you have to have what they want to bloody give you. And you're not allowed to say, can I not have this? Oh, bloody ridiculous. So honestly, loyalty is a strange thing, isn't it? Now, we weren't sure where we were going to go in Llandudno to eat on Monday night and this morning. We got lots of recommendations in Facebook groups where we asked where we should go. And like I say, the restaurant, Harvey's, wasn't even on our radar. No intention of going there. But we didn't realise everything closed at 9 or 8:30 or whatever. The man on the big wheel was telling us. So when we hit town at like 9:10, something like that, our choices were massively limited. There was a really nice looking Italian we were going to go to. And they said, no, we're not going to serve you at this time of night. Harvey said, yeah, if you, we stopped taking orders or whatever. He said, if you want to come in and sit down now, then you can have drinks, stay, take your time. But in 5 minutes time, we'll say, no, we're not going to sit you. So it's quite a good way of doing things, actually. I looked on their website afterwards and they close at 11, but their last orders are at like 9:15. So if you sit down at or before 9:15, you can stay there till 11, no problem at all, and have a nice relaxed experience, which is a really good way of doing it. Rather than saying, okay, we're open till 11, so you can sit down at 10:30, but you've got to be out at 11. So I thought that was a really good thing. But anyway, so we went to Harvey's completely by accident, and the food was great, but the atmosphere was lovely, and the staff, the waiting staff, including our lovely Casey, they were all just fabulous. And the same with breakfast today. She was so lovely, the waitress, and the food was absolutely fine, and the coffee was good. So I'm a weird kind of loyal guy. Many of you might think next time I go, I'll try somewhere else. Sod that, because it was so spot on. Everything was spot. Oh, and lunch was spot on at the Summit Cafe. So because everything was so perfect, that's it for the rest of my life now. Unless they decide to go out of business, that's what I'm going to have whenever I go to Llandudno. I will have lunch at the Summit Cafe if I'm having lunch there. If I'm there eating in the evening, I will go to Harvey's, and for my breakfast, I will go to Carver. Because they were perfect, and the staff just made all the difference. They were so fantastically lovely. And I think if you find somewhere that gives you that, amazing, lovely experience, reward them with a bit of loyalty. Even if you only go there once a year or twice a year, go back to the same place. That's what I'm going to do. And again, because they were fabulous, I'm going to recommend the arse of them all over the channel. Every time I talk about Llandudno, I'm going to say that I would recommend, or we would recommend, that you go and eat at Harvey's. We went there and it was so fabulous, we're never going anywhere else. And then for breakfast or afternoon tea or whatever, make sure that you go to Carver. Here's the address. We went there, we're never going anywhere else. I like that sort of thing. And also, because they were, and the same with the Summit Cafe. And especially, as I say, because the staff were so lovely. The Summit Cafe, I ordered a sausage meal and he's doing it. And I'm saying, oh God, I had no idea it was that much. I can't eat that much. And they gave me a kid's meal instead. And he was just lovely about it. The guy was lovely about it. Didn't complain about me being a pain in the ass or anything like that. And then we met Gary, the author with the thing, and he was really kind and he didn't make us move from where we weren't supposed to be. So that all deserves loyalty. Casey was lovely and came onto the live stream last night, became a temporary part of the community. Probably thought, what the hell are these two old fossilized farts banging on about, drunk as a lord at 1 o'clock in the morning, but there you go. And the guys in Carver this morning never rushed us. We were there for 2 hours, darlings. And they never once came and, did all the little tricks that they do. Are you ready for the bill? Would you like anything else? None of that at all. None of that at all. Just, we had everything we wanted. And they just left us in peace to chill in the Pavement Cafe part. I actually had to go in to pay. Gave them a good tip. And yeah, so that's earned my total loyalty. I won't be trying anywhere else. If I'm in Llandudno, that's where I'm going. So that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, sorted. And I'll recommend the arse out of them on any video that I do. There we are. Oh, hello. Emma's in the, or was in the chat, whilst being horribly delayed. Searching the sold items on eBay, a blue plate sold in July for around 30 quid. So I don't know why that one sold for so much. Alan was saying it's because there's normally more than one on. And there's only been one on lately, so the price has gone a bit mad. But it was 22 of the finest hours, says Peter P, and I would agree with that. John says, I enjoyed watching the live stream from Wales with Boaty and Emma. Hopefully you enjoyed both of them, John. We did too. We did a lunchtime live and an evening one. Train Wi-Fi is sketchy, says Emma, so I'm cutting in and out, but attempting to watch. Otherwise, I will watch and catch up tomorrow. Mr. La-di-da Gunner Graham. Yeah, bring out all of those. It ain't half hot ones. I'll take them all. Everybody's wishing Emma and Little Lemon a safe journey home. Oh, Neil says we had tea in the Turkish place and it was amazing. It is. It's amazing. It's lovely. Holly says, sorry, I was eating sandwiches. Hello, Emma. Did I see the train was delayed? Are they going to recompense you or pay for a taxi home or something? Oh, I don't know. I think she gets a refund of the train fare if it's delayed by more than a set time, I think. I don't know. I mean, I strongly suspect that with Little Lemon in tow, she would much rather that the train just got there on time and she could get her poor tired ass home and her son's poor tired ass home. But there you go. If she did get a few quid back, then, once she's recovered from it, I'm sure that would be welcome. But as I say, I'm sure she'd rather just be home on time. Blatant puffery. Oh, Steve Colg is here and says, hello, everyone. Simone says, I am very tired. I bet you're not as tired as me, Simone, but B&M is good for the wall, man, says Barry. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. That's a good shout. I was just going to look online, but maybe I should drag my ass to a B&M, although anybody who saw the ranty video from the last time I went, maybe that wouldn't be a good idea. Simone wants another injection, says Tico. Oh yeah. How did your injection stuff go, Simone? I remember about that now. If you don't mind, say Simone, I'm going to set myself in vertical mode on in my bed. Feel free, my lovely. Oh, the doctor's got the date wrong, say Simone. The injection is on Thursday. Oh, well, there we are. There we are. Thumbs up all, say Steve Colg, or at least use your middle finger. How are we doing on the old likes? Oh, there's a few more. 23. That's lovely. Thank you so much. I am grateful. Jimmy F500 is with us. Been to the doc myself today. Wanted opinion on possible, and it just jumped. Wanted opinion on possible edema, and find out about HCM screaming. Hello all. Hello to you. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Wirral, the Leisure Peninsula, says, tonight's evening meal, I forgot to ask about your food, was gammon and chips with eggs and peas. Afternoon dinner was just a beef burger. Very nice fridge magnets as well, old sir. Thank you very much. Just put my foot on a spike. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Boaty says, Jimmy, I paid more for a Concord ashtray. Yeah, well, you would do. Concord memorabilia, that does fetch money. But I would argue that Concord is a little bit more exclusive than a bloody Little Chef. Mind you, I would love, I would love a Little Chef ashtray, I must admit. Now, my mission for this week, I think, is for the next 2 weeks, the breakfast experience at Carver was so good. I feel that I should try and recreate it for Emma over the next 2 weeks. So Monday or Tuesday mornings, I feel that I should dress up my table outside, assuming the weather's decent, and I should put together, rather than just a bacon sandwich that we scoff here, we should get up a little bit earlier, and I should dress the table outside really nicely, like the Carver table, with a little ceramic plant, a little plant in a ceramic pot, nice cutlery, blah, blah, blah. And I should make a nice little breakfast. And ideally, I would love to do a kind of a fusion of Carver Llandudno and Little Chef. So do the outside pavementy, cosmopolitan Mediterranean bit with your sauces and your whatnot and your bits and pieces, but then have your Little Chef sauce caddy, your Little Chef ashtray, because if you're eating on the pavement in the Mediterranean, you've always got an ashtray. It's all the best people smoke, and your Little Chef early starter plate. So yeah, but I'm going to try and do that. Well, I am going to do that next week. I'm going to dress the table, and if the weather's good, I'm going to give young Emma and anybody else who comes, I'm going to give them a nice outdoor breakfast experience. Outside, under the parasol, I will dress the table, and I will put together a nice cooked breakfast. but nobody is getting mushrooms. I'm sorry if I'm starting to sound like the loaf, but I'm not cooking mushrooms for anybody. I don't like them. If you don't want baked beans, fine, I won't give them to you. But I refuse to cook mushrooms or black pudding. I don't know how to cook black pudding, but you can have sausage, bacon, eggs, hash browns, grilled tomato, baked beans if you want them. And I think that's it. That should be enough for you. That should be enough for you. A couple of bacon, couple of sausages. Oh, hello, I'm being ping-ponged. And it's from Jimmy. What's this? Oh, right. That was from, Jimmy, that was from yesterday, wasn't it? Or possibly the day before. Oh, a plate on Facebook. Right, I need to check that out. I forgot about that. Oh, 23 quid. Jimmy's found an ashtray for a little chef ashtray for 23 quid with free postage. So that's better than 30 quid with postage on top, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. So, yes, I'm planning to. I know this is all a bit silly, but I'm a daft old sod, so indulge me. I'm planning to expand the summer Windy Bum experience so that if you come and visit me at Windy Bum, then you can have the Momo or staff curry experience very late at night when you'll be here. We will be here because I'll be eating with you. But I'm planning to expand it so that you have a breakfast experience where we will be outside and I will dress the table and I will provide you with a little chef early starter style cooked breakfast served outdoors with nice things on the table and really good coffee and really good juice. Oh, I need to buy some glasses for the juice. I haven't got any juice glasses. You know, the little kind of glasses like that, where if you went to a hotel, you'd have those glasses for your juice at the breakfast buffet. I need some of those for the authentic thing. And when I get rich and famous, darlings, and my YouTube channel really takes off, then I'll give you a premier breakfast experience. So, you know, my garden arrangement. So directly outside in my, whatever you want to call it, patio, yard, whatever, you know, I've got the 6-seater table there. I used to have an 8-seater table as well over there, but I got rid of that and replaced it with well, anyway. So I've got my table and my parasol there. But yeah, when I get rich and famous, I've got another patio, if you remember, you've all seen it. I've got a patio right up at the top of the garden with lovely views and all of that. So when I'm rich and famous and I can afford it, I'll buy a little bistro table and chair set, just a 4-seater table and chair set for right up the top. It'll be looking lovely by then. My amazing new gardeners will have got on top of everything. And then, so you can have it can be a channel member thing. If you're, if you're a lower tier channel member, you get the breakfast experience down here at cottage level. But if you're top tier, you can go up to the top of the garden and sit in the exclusive area at the posh little table with the view and everything and have your breakfast experience up there. I'm probably losing the plot talking about these things, but fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. In fact, I'm going to start keeping an eye on Facebook because we're coming to the end of the summer, sadly, aren't we? I was asked today, Ram said to me today, when should we start advertising the Christmas Day menu? I thought, fucking hell, we haven't had summer yet and we're talking about fucking Christmas. But, the truth is we're into August now. We're going to be back into winter before we know it. And that means that garden furniture should be coming down in price. So I might keep an eye on Facebook in case locally one of the posh houses somewhere around Baslow or Carver decides to get rid of their little posh garden set and they don't care about money. So they might have spent £400 on it, but they want to get rid of it, so they advertise it for a tenner. So I'll keep an eye on Marketplace in case something comes up, and I can bring forward my premier breakfast experience on the top patio. I'm going to add all of that. If and when I get remonetized, I'm going to tweak the channel memberships and the perks, and that's going to be one of them. The channel member experience thing. And if you're the top tier channel member, then when you stay here, as you would be entitled to do, being a top tier channel member, you get the premier breakfast experience at the top patio with the view. And a cooked breakfast that I'll probably cook really badly because I'm hungover. But I think I've got the breakfast plates. If you've seen the picture on the Boaty's World Facebook group of our breakfast this morning, I think I've got those plates. I haven't seen them for years. Am I imagining it, or have I got them? No, I'm not imagining it. Oh, I haven't got these plates out for about, I don't know, 7 years, 8 years, 6 years, I don't know. But, oh, and you can tell I haven't got them out because they need a bit of a cleaning off. But look, the posh breakfast plate. And I've got multiples. I haven't seen those for years. Oh, from Sainsbury's. And these are just like the plates that our breakfast was served on this morning. So there you go. Put those back. And those are on top of them. So I'll put those back as well. There we are. So there you go, darlings. That will be. Now, that's not for all of you. Those plates aren't for all of you. Those plates are for the top tier channel members who get the top patio experience. Oh, yeah. The rest of you, you get my normal plates down here at cottage level. But, hey, you still get to stay here and you get a nice cooked breakfast. Well, a cooked breakfast. I can't guarantee it's nice. Oh, I need a puff. Pardon me. What I really need is 12 hours of sleep, darlings. Oh, after some food. I still need some more food. I've got staff curry tonight. And I learnt my lesson. The staff curry came home, wrapped in a bag on the floor. I'm not cleaning that car again for 3 hours. So there you are, darlings. It's exciting times ahead for the community and the channel as Boaty's World begins to offer a full slanted no breakfast experience, and as they are part of the Mary Huff management team, then if you stay here at the same time that either the M11 or Matron or Captain Mustard are staying here, then they will serve you your breakfast dressed as a French maid. What other YouTube channel offers you that? I ask you. Hugnut wouldn't. Hugnut wouldn't cook you breakfast and serve it to you dressed as a French maid. He wouldn't even let you know where he lives. This is what sets us apart, darlings. I'm sure you'd agree. I'd better get back to some comments, hadn't I? Because I assure you, it's 10 to midnight. I promise you, I'm pissing off at midnight. I don't know how I'm still talking. I'm so tired. So, yeah, let me assure you, at midnight, I'm going to bugger off. So, start thinking about saying good night and stuff. I will read through all of your comments. Of course I will. I wouldn't ignore you. I'm not rude. I'm just obsessed with breakfast now. Oh, come and join me for breakfast. Even if you don't want to stay here and you stay at the Premier Inn, the local hotel, then don't pay for their breakfast. Come and have it here. I mean, it won't be an all-you-can-eat buffet job, but it will be served with love and affection, possibly by Emma, matron, or Captain Mustard, dressed in a French maid outfit. Oh, and if you get Emma serving you your breakfast dressed in her outfit, she'll give you the old "Oh, Renee." Oh dear. There we are. Jimmy F 500 saying hello to everybody. Steakold says, what happened to today's live stream? It went dead. I didn't do one today, Steve, so I don't know what happened. It wasn't me. It must have been somebody else. Got to be me. Oh, the lovely Sherry says, no surprise that you're tired. I never was clear about how long the ride was, and did you ever say how much you paid for the room? How long the ride was? Well, if you mean how long it took to get there, it was about three hours, three and a half hours, something like that. How much we paid for? Well, it wasn't a room; it was an entire place with multiple bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and a lovely kitchen and a lovely lounge and all sorts of wonderful things and en suites, and it was a fabulous place. I don't know how much we paid for it, Sherry, and I say we. I didn't pay for it. Emma paid for it. That was her treat for her holiday, and I'm not allowed to know how much she paid, so that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That was her treat, and so yeah, I didn't ask. I didn't ask, and I wasn't told. So she might tell you privately if you would like to know, but I'm not allowed to know. It was a thanks for staying, for me putting her up here and feeding her Momo and taking her to Llandudno and all of that sort of thing. But it's very much as it is with all of you guys. It's it's very much a mutual. We look after each other, don't we? And it was lovely. I had a fabulous couple of days. Absolutely, I wouldn't change. Like the first trip, there's not a single thing about it that I would change. It just turned out to be utterly perfect, and I'll put the film together, the video together, as will Emma on her channel, and it'll be an amazing memory. I'm glad, as I said in today's Daily Diary video, I'm so glad that you guys were all part of it. The planning in advance, the being there for the live streams, because it wouldn't have been the same if we hadn't have shared it with you. It was just lovely. Oh, Mr. Paddy had a good day out with family. That's nice. Good staff can make a place. Same in retail, says Alan. I totally agree. I was front of house all tonight, and I tried to make a little difference myself. With some success, I think and hope. Now we're banging on about right. Everybody's talking about flu jobs. Going to pay, says Holly. Cash only, that's great if so. No, it wasn't cash. I paid by card because breakfast came courtesy of Neil and Sophie, Peter P, and Jimmy Quinn. Thank you all very much. And they PayPal'd the contribution, so it was on my PayPal card, so I paid by my PayPal debit card, as I did for dinner the night before, which came courtesy of Pingu Concord. Thank you again. We've thanked you all on the video many times. Really appreciate it. So I paid by card for both because that's where the funds were in PayPal. But the tips, which were I left a £10 tip. Well, I gave Casey a £10 tip on Monday night, And I left I didn't get a name, the lovely little Welsh waitress from this morning. She had a fiver, and I did those in cash out of my own doings because, I was really happy. Mr. Slim Paddy says, can we see the new gimbal? Yeah, why not? Why not? And I can't tell you how happy I am with this. It's going to have to be a quick view because I'm going to bugger off very soon, but here it is. Now, at the moment, it's got the tripod bit screwed into the bottom, but you can ignore that. That is it. I will turn it on for you. I'll turn on there. Oh, it's not working properly because there isn't a phone in it. But yeah, it's all electronically fine, and I'd have to put a phone in it to make it work properly. But I'll do that another night. But just rest assured, it's utterly, utterly fantastic. So you've got. Oh, and the thing about it is you don't use it with your normal camera. It takes a lot of learning, but basically you use it with an app from the company that makes the gimbal. So you put your phone in. Well, let me show you it properly. So this is the mount for the phone. Phone has to go in the right way for it to work. So the phone goes in that way. Then this is it attaches to that by an incredibly strong magnet like that, and you click it in like that, and then on the phone you don't use your camera, you use the actual app itself. So the app uses your camera, but it's got a load more functionality than your camera has got. So it adds a load of stuff. So let's see if I can show you properly now. So turn it on. Oh, turn it on. There you go. So it powers up like that, and then you so you can change the view with that button there, or press it twice. You can go into horizontal mode, and then you don't move the gimbal itself. You move it electronically like that, and you can change the speed by the amount of pressure. It's a 3-axis gimbal, so it works in multiple articulated ways. The app is amazing. It's so much better than the phone camera. You can, this button on the side, there's the zoom in or the move to wide angle. This button here gives you different shooting modes. So for example, you can do, oh, this is quite a posh one, spin mode. So you can take the shot like that, and then you've got a button here at the back that you can't see, a little trigger button there. So if you put it in follow mode like that, then you can highlight something, press the button once, and it will. So say for example, you might see that yellow box in the middle there. So whatever you put in that yellow box, if I put Rudum around, and then you single click, it picks up on that. See, it's turned green. Can you see that? And then the camera will automatically follow that wherever it moves. The gimbal will. You don't touch it. You just leave it alone. So That's amazing for if you're filming a person, or like I filmed a tram like that. So it will just automatically move to track whatever you told it to track. That's amazing. Press it again to lose the hold. And then when you moved it, this trigger at the back, press it twice, and it brings you back to the front dead center position. It's an amazing thing. I don't know how I've managed without it, and it made all the difference in the world to. I just had it, I don't use the camera on its own anymore. I just use this, and and with the tripod attachment, you can use it in the restaurants. You can use it for the live screens. It's extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. I'm utterly delighted with it. And so if you turn it off, and it goes all floppy like that, and then rather than having to take the phone out the clamp, you just remove that's supposed to stay on the phone like that, and then you've just got your phone. So there you are. And the footage from the app is automatically downloaded to your normal camera album. And then so if you're just using it, the tripod folds out, and then for storage, that all folds down like that, and it comes with its own special case. And yeah, it's brilliant, and it's got the most amazing battery life. It's got a 9-hour battery life. Bloody amazing. And the footage is superb. So these last couple of days is the first time I've used it, obviously. So let me know when you see the footage if you think there's an improvement in the quality of the footage or not. I'd be interested to know. I know it's gone midnight, so I'm going to whiz through the comments and I'm going to bugger off. Apologies for flaking on you a bit, but I'm bollocks, darlings. I'm utterly bollocks. I really need eats and sleeps. My heart goes out to poor old Emma, who's maybe still stuck on a train or trying to find a taxi or God knows walking home, carrying a child. Simone is now horizontal. Jimmy once again says, don't forget to like, and 25 of you have done exactly that. Sophie had chicken burger with barbecue sauce and some mixed chicken bits. But Sophie had a lovely day and can't wait to go to Llandudno on Friday with Neil and his mum and dad. Oh, excuse me. Soto Potato says, Alan, naughty breakfast chips. Oh, they are indeed. They are indeed. I'm going to jump off, says Barry, to for now. Alan, if you go onto YouTube, there's a video that's had hardly any views from a channel that's got hardly any subscribers. I'm going to watch it when this finishes. Emma found it. And it's these two guys. And they go to a Little Chef location. It's a closed Little Chef, but it's not been made into anything else. So it's still a Little Chef. It just hasn't been open for 8 years. This is a recent video. And they go there with a load of outdoor cooking equipment, and they set up outside this derelict Little Chef, and they try to make an Olympic breakfast. It's had no views. The channel has got, or virtually no views. The channel has got virtually no subscribers. It's got fewer subscribers and less views than I've got. That'll tell you how unpopular it is. But it looks like an amazing video. Emma found it this morning. So I'm going to watch that. You might want to have a search for it. From the bits I saw of it, it looked really good. Bad Books for dinner had homemade prawn cocktail sandwiches and a scone. Tea was homemade egg and bacon pie and salad. Oh, that sounds good. Jimmy at 500 loves black pudding, white pudding, and mushrooms too, but he doesn't like beetroot. Sophie's off. She's knackered. Good night. Me too. I'm off. I'm knackered. Everybody say good night. Alan would like to second everything that Jimmy F500 said. Matron loves white pudding but hated the M&S one that she bought this time last year. It was awfully heavy on the nutmeg or something. Good night. Good night. Everybody saying good night. Simone going to sleep. John's going to sleep. Everybody's going to sleep. I don't blame you. Peter P says, Boaty's World. Were you planning to renew the member tiers to food-related levels? Yeah, I was planning to do exactly that. At the moment, my plans are to have 3 tiers: staff curry, chicken sekwa, momo, and chutney. So great minds think alike, mate. You're so tuned into my mind. We think exactly the same way. That's dangerous, isn't it? I was on top tier membership, says John, but not now. Well, nobody is now, John. Not your fault. Not my fault, really, either. Just one of those things. But hopefully, channel memberships and all good things will be back 3 weeks from today. It was 3 months, darlings, 3 months of dreadful hardship for me that you lovely people made a bit easier. But now the end is in sight, hopefully, touch wood. 3 weeks today, I can reapply for YouTube. Partnership. So in other words, I can apply to be remonetized. There shouldn't be a problem. I can't see why there would be, and that will mean that channel memberships come back, but they will be new and improved, darlings. Oh yeah. I've had my thinking cap on. Jimmy says, I'm not becoming a top tier member. YouTube gets half. Sod that. Jimmy, I mean, you're right. And we've talked about this before. We'll probably talk about it again. YouTube take between 40 and 60% of everything that you donate via YouTube. Channel memberships, super chats, whatever. So, and also, if something happens like happened to me, then we've yet to be sure, but quite a lot of money's worth of you guys has at the moment disappeared. We'll see if it comes back when I get, if and when I get remonetized. But yeah, honestly, doing the channel membership thing or whatever, or helping or whatever you want to do it, doing it directly via PayPal means that I get it straight away, and it means I get all of it or most of it if there's a little PayPal fee if you don't do it for friends and family or whatever. But yeah, if you wanted to help me out, or if you wanted to buy me and Emma a cup of coffee when we were on one of our days out, and you don't want YouTube to take it, then there's a PayPal address in the description of every video. And if you do it direct, then YouTube don't get their little cut. Well, it's not so little, as I say, 40 to 60%. But that's entirely up to you guys. All I can say is that I'm incredibly grateful for whatever, as is Emma. Boaty, you look like a good cook, a better cook than me, says Holly. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm not brilliant, but I'm all right. See you later, love cat, says Steve. Did you actually eat again at 2 a.m. this morning? Asked Sherry. Good question. No. No. Neither of us did. All of the emergency food went uneaten. The Pringles are in my cupboard, ready for live stream nibbles. The emergency sandwich that I bought for 3 a.m., we had it for lunch today at about 3:30. We ate. Actually, I say we were going to have half each. Emma wasn't hungry. Breakfast was enough. So I ate last night's sandwich at 3:30 p.m. today, and the Pringles are all in the cupboard. Lots and lots of good nights. Oh, Mustard rocked up at God knows what time. I'm sure they did a stream this morning, says T. Cole. I didn't. Well, I mean, last night's live stream went on until about 2 a.m. or something like that, if that's what you mean. Bad Book says, to be fair, Boaty, after YouTube demonetizing you, is it worth having YouTube memberships? Is PayPal better as you get all the pounds? The honest answer to that, Bad Books, is PayPal is better and would be a lot better, but not everybody who is a channel member moved over to PayPal. I had about 60 channel members, and I think about 7 people did it via PayPal. So I lost out on 53 people's worth. So yeah, if everybody did PayPal, that would be loads better for me, and I would construct something around it to make sure that they got all the same perks. But YouTube make it very easy for you to do things via YouTube, and they make it very difficult for you to do it directly. So in strictly financial terms, 40% or 60% of something is better than 100% of nothing. And some of you lovely people just jumped over to PayPal, and some people like Jimmy Quinn said, as soon as they found out that that YouTube took that amount, said, sod that, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing super chats. No, I'll just send it to you directly. Well, that's loads better for me. I get it straight away. So if somebody says, I would like to buy you an ice cream when you go to Llandudno, and they do it via YouTube, and they send me a £5 for an ice cream via YouTube, I don't get that £5 for 2 months, and I only get about £2.20 of it. If you do it directly via PayPal, I get it immediately, and I get all of it. So obviously that's better, but not everybody does it. So that's why, as I say, 60 odd channel members I had, but only, I think it was 7 people did it via PayPal instead. So that's, a lot smaller figure. So yeah, I probably will go back to doing the YouTube channel membership things, because people don't necessarily do it directly. Those that do, I'm really grateful for, but I don't know. We'll talk about that when I'm less knackered. Oh dear. Mustard was busy editing, bless him. He's a busy chap. Looking forward to catching up with Mustard next week. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about this, but I'm back at the Yard of Dreams next Monday, darlings, and I won't be alone. And Monday will not be the end of the shenanigans next week, because there's going to be Sunday night, Monday night, and even more on Tuesday. So it's going to be another full week, and this time Mustard will be part of it, as will somebody that you've never seen on my channel before. You've seen them all the time in the comments, but you've never seen them actually on video. That's how. I'm so sorry. That's happening next week. There we are. Right. Looks like some kind of torture device, that gimbal. It's amazing. It's amazing. Very smart. We all like your new toy. Oh, God, it is a toy. Of course, you have to go to bed, Alan. It's very late. It's very late. It's not a scary contraption. Well, it is scary. It took me. That's why I didn't do any. That's why I didn't do lives over the weekend, because amongst other things, I had to prepare for Monday and Tuesday. I had to get my head around how the hell to use that, because I was determined to use it on Monday. I've still got more to learn about it, but take my word for it, it's a total game changer. It's not just the thing itself, it's all of the software that comes with it. The fact that you're shooting through their app, not through your camera app, and it's a million times better, so much better. The things that you can do with it are just out of this world. What's that expensive, Boaty? Asked Jimmy F500. Define expensive. It wasn't cheap, it wasn't stupid. It's the economy version of the best one on the market. Well, I'll tell you what, rather than being elusive, I'll tell you how much it cost. It was £85, and I bought it on a credit thing that I spoke to you about before, whereby you buy it via this app. You pay over a certain number of weeks, so that it's not all coming out in one lump, but you don't pay any interest, because if you buy it through the app, then you pay the right price for it on Amazon. So I paid 85 quid, but they get a commission because you bought it through them. So they don't charge you any interest. So that all works out okay. Because I haven't got 85 quid to throw at anything like that. But I figured that the money I'm saving on fuel every week now with JJ, then I thought that I could manage it, and I thought that I'm starting to get a few more views of my videos now, and I thought that adding a bit more semi-professional equipment would improve the quality, and hopefully I'm going to be remonetized soon, and I'm trying to ramp the channel up. And I thought, I've got to bite the bullet. I can't expect to have a reasonably successful YouTube channel when I'm just shooting everything on a 3-year-old phone, holding it in my hand. It's daft. People are putting good quality stuff on YouTube now. So, you're daft if you think that you can just get away with using crappy stuff where it looks shit and where it sounds shit and so on. So I bit the bullet. And when I've paid that off, and if things are going okay, I will buy a decent microphone instead of this £12 eBay special that I've been relying on for 18 months. So having improved my picture, I will be able to improve my sound. Anyway, it's 1:15. Let's all go. Let's all go. Oh, Samrat. Yes, one spray, not 2 or 3. One spray per panel. Hope you're having a great time. We were fine tonight, but we missed you. Right, that's it, darlings. That is it. I've skimmed over a couple of comments. Sorry about that. It's late. I'm knackered. I've had the most amazing couple of days, but I can't describe to you how tired I am. But I've loved this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the last couple of days. Thank you for tonight. All the love in the world to Emma. Let's all hope that, you have all been wishing her well and hoping she gets home safely and in one piece and not too late. So I'm just going to go, darlings, because I need to get stripped off. I need a shower. I need to eat. And ideally, I need to be in bed, tucked up and asleep by 1 o'clock or shortly thereafter. And then I need to sleep for 12 hours would be really nice. So But I'll be back tomorrow night. What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday night live, 11 o'clock, same time, same place. Don't miss out on that, darlings. I've got loads more to tell you and talk to you about. You might get a video tomorrow if the editing goes well. I will try my hardest. As soon as I get up, I promise you, as soon as I get up, I'll put the coffee on and I will start work, and I'll work all the way through tomorrow editing. I'll have to stop to put the bin out, and I'll have to pause to make a bit of lunch. But I promise you, I will work flat out from the moment I get up until the moment that I go to work. And hopefully, you'll have a video, because I can't wait to share the last couple of days with you, starting with Monday. So, but please join me tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. Right. Have a safe and peaceful night. Have the best day that you can tomorrow. Take a bit of joy wherever you can find it. And above all, take really good care of yourselves, those who you love, and those who love you. Please join me again, 11 o'clock tomorrow night for Wednesday night live. Massive thanks to you all for the last couple of days, especially those of you who have helped in one way or another to make it possible and to make it more enjoyable. And thanks to M11 for the lovely Emma for. Thank you to all of you. You're all part of it. It's an amazing thing. Each and every one of you is as important as the next in your own way. So much love from me. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow night. On that note, Pachu and the very, very tired and exhausted Bosh.